A number of teenagers, mid-teenagers, took in cartons of eggs, and we've managed to track down some vision of what was going on. We just highlighted this here, that is an egg, and you can trace it through that highlighting of it, and again, that's a dangerous thing to be doing from that height.
You can see it explode there.
It happened several times during the game. It had to be cleaned up, and again, the AFL today, Monday, will be working through what happens there. The teenagers were identified, ejected, and now...
Really quick, Arts closed his face. And Arts, with a big play, have they got the courage? They better keep taking that kick. That's going to be a challenge.
Stop the game! Hold the game! Back there, hold the game! Hold the game!
There's a patron on the field at the opposite end. In fact, there's two. One is being collected by security, and the other is about to be rounded up in the opposite 50 at the other end of the ground. Nowhere near any of the players.
They'll collect a nice $10,000 fine or thereabouts, and complete idiocy.
Too tightly. Didn't have him on for all that long either.
Didn't constrict you and nearly had him on for 5 minutes now. There we go.
Streaker.
On comes the streaker. The policeman not closing him down either.
We're not showing it, but I'd have to say, why would you streak in Tasmania?
The gentleman in the blue uniforms have taken a long time to catch up with that man.
I say, it is cold down here too.
And here they come. Fraser Gehrig joins a magnificent list of names over the years. Lockett, Coleman, Hudson, Coventry, Ablett and Dunstall. They're actually bringing Gehrig off the ground, boys. He's going up the St Kilda race.
Deep in the goal square, but couldn't quite handle it. Instead, it's Rotham.
So that's good defence by the Eagles then. I mean, they got back in numbers and they were able to get through there. Skills.
Nice hands.
10 points. Move the target.
Good job, Lane, but you've got to be careful. You try and draw the contact, don't you, when you...
Langford around the corner for his second. It is there. But you wonder why the celebration. Here's the bloke saying there's the ball and then gives him something.
And Sydney are on the build. This looks dangerous. Malcheski, good placement. Banfield the fist. O'Loughlin has got it. He's goal. And the Swans are back in front. Puts the ball through. What a game. And then exchanged pleasantries with a few of the locals.
We keep speaking about it, but the space, have a look at Michael O'Loughlin getting in the face of the West Coast supporters. It's great stuff.
Open forward into the ground. Have a look at this. Cloak's there. Beat Treaty thought about playing on. Look at the supporters. They're angry. He would love this. Very close to the man on the mark. He's mongreled it, but he's got it. Have a look at this. Look at the dogs get around the big man. A famous name at Collingwood. Now at the dogs. Come back, Joffa.
In a post-match interview, a drink was thrown at Lynch and the club has responded today. Port Adelaide handing down a 2-year penalty to its member, saying it will not tolerate actions that are in breach of the club's spectator code of behaviour.
This individual has been banned from Adelaide Oval for 2 years. This will prevent them from attending any sporting matches or event that will be held here.
The pitch invader sparks anger at the best of times, but during a global health crisis, it's concern on a whole other level. Jesse Hayen taken down by PPE-clad security guards, but still desperate to lose more than his shirt. Making his move with just 2 minutes left in the game.
Hey, you going to hop on the field or what? Yeah,
with no regard for the field being a declared quarantine zone filled with Victorian players undertaking 2 weeks of isolation.
And they did. but not in the way we thought they would.
And that was a wonderful finish, but it was all about this clunk in the goal square. Big finish and nailed.
In front of more than 35,000 people, Tash Peterson hit the ground running, leaping from the grandstand to grandstand her cause.
Keen. Ball pinging around everywhere as they've got to stop this game. There's an idiot out there on the field. Astounding.
Oh, gee, I don't know how mobile that security man is, but...
Yeah. And Keys just deals with him. It's just amazing that you think that that's something you would ever do.
I just remember running down Collingwood's end and I grabbed the ball right near the boundary and I get pushed closer to the fence. And hear from the crowd, "Goods, you're an ape." Time just sort of stopped in my head. I was like, whoa. And I just turned around and I said to the security guard, "I want her out of here."
Admits was a brain fade. That's the last Hitchens will see of the MCG from any side of the fence for the next 5 years.
I realised woke up this morning and was like, why did I do it? What's the point, you know?
Added to that, he now faces a fine of $8,600. It's at least taught the 18-year-old a lesson in life, albeit a very costly one.
Seeing something like that run on the field, think it's right, but it's not. And yeah, I'm sorry to say sorry. So.
While Hitchens might have gained notoriety on social media for his MCG madness, it'll matter little when he faces court to explain his actions. It's unlikely he'll show the same bravado.
4-6 still behind. Collingwood finishing with a rush.
Kirsten's the mad Magpies fan who drunkenly shouted her way to a 5-year ban from the AFL, all over her bad behaviour.
I did 2 fingers, not 1 finger.
So, 73-point win to Melbourne. This was interesting, boys, after the game. Fans having a crack at a few of the players, and Gary Ablett just playing the peacemaker, just going out to tell the Gold Coast fans just to settle down. They are angry, the Suns fans. Second week in a row they've been thumped. And Gary Ablett just going over and just settling the situation.
Crowd behaviour is an issue. It always is, always will be. Gaz, I want to highlight an incident here in this Brisbane Lions-Carlton game. Bottles thrown at the umpires here as they wait for a score review.
There's the bloke who threw the bottle. Our forensic team at Access All Areas have been on this. There he is. And this is how strongly we feel about it, Damo. You're going to be a coward and an idiot and throw a missile like that. We'll put you on TV or we'll put you on this wide, high-ranking show and then you deal with the consequences. 10 years for the bloke who threw that bottle.
10 years.
Out for 10.
You're a bunch of fucking frauds! You're fucking shit! Fucking shit! You're fucking shit! Johnny, do something with your horse cock! Do something! Fuck you, Epsom! You fucking shit!
This is the moment 22-year-old Abra Bowl jumped the fence onto football's biggest stage during three-quarter time, wearing just his shoes and underwear. But it wasn't long until he was tackled by a team of 7 security guards.
The time James Hird put his side in front during the second term, Essendon took complete control.
game between the Adelaide Crows and the West Coast Eagles.
You idiot. He should be kicked out, hopefully, of the stadium, and he's just watching him walk up through the crowd. What's happening there? Where's the security?
The fan was apprehended by police and will be charged with trespass. The AFL isn't commenting on the breach.
I guess going forward, Ross Lyon he's been there for two years, and he'll be excited with what he's seen today.
And Bombers fans, not quite sure about microwaving memberships, but throwing their scarves away there onto the ground in disgust. And the umpire having to go and retrieve it.
Port Adelaide Football Club is investigating an incident at last night's AFL game against the Adelaide Crows, where a Port fan threw a banana at Eddie Betts after he kicked a goal. The incident is being considered a possible racial slur against Betts, a respected Aboriginal player. It didn't deter the star forward in his 250th game, kicking 5 goals to help Adelaide beat crosstown rival Port by 15 points.
Daddy, Mum, you're my daddy, mate. You are my daddy. Get the number 2, mate. I'll get your number after the game.
Edwards fast moving, kicks it into the spot over the back. G. Bolton is on his way. What a spoil that was from Stewart. Magnificent stuff to Kolodjasny. What's happened here behind play? We've got supporters on the ground everywhere. They play on around him, and now the umpire will hold this up. Matt Stevic with his years of experience.
I'm trying to wait for a possession ball rather than in disputing the ball up, okay?
And spoiling the outcome here. Down from the full. And just losing the cool there. Unusual. Drinks go flying. Players go flying. Spectators.
Pavlich stopped it, did okay. Ball squirts out. And then Lake out wide. So 18 minutes. Well, you're kidding. That's ridiculous. Security should be onto that.
We have had an umpire interchange, guys. So the goal umpire's come from the ground. He's going down into the umpires' rooms, and Chelsea Roffey is into the goal umpire action.
Okay, what possible injury could keep a goal umpire from standing there?
This is the goal umpire.
Hit by a trifle with
no.
Bottle, is it?
Well, that is just completely unacceptable.
And it must have had water in it as well to be able to inflict any sort of cut.
They will be well aware that this is going to be a serious challenge this afternoon as investigations appear to be continuing into what happened.
What else a legend?
New video obtained by 7 News captured the exact moment the Star Crow lost his cool. He can be seen eyeing off the Port supporter as he yelled at him on the sideline before turning back and flicking his hat. But whether it constitutes assault will be decided by police.
Richmond's Marlon Pickett was caught off guard on Friday night when he was unexpectedly harassed by a patron sitting behind the fence.
It was just a heat of the moment, and I don't really appreciate people touching me, especially if they're not playing and stuff.
The individual is not a club or AFL member and has been banned from attending matches until the end of 2024.
Man in the crowd too, and just said thanks for the advice. Free kick there, Jason, or not?
Line ball, although they weren't looking at the...
Oh yeah, he was right in his face, wasn't he? Look at that.
What is wrong with some people?
Well, that sort of vitriol, I'd like to see security just grab him and chuck him out. I mean, there's no place for that. Phil Thorpe mocked up with Sweet Murphy. Good handball. Rochelle, clear, open, and punishes them. The Crows hit back, and he gives it right to the ground.
And get the teeth out yourself, son.
Oh, he might need an escort to the car.
Chaos erupts during the second half. One by one, fans are kicked out.
In total, more than 50 Tigers and Bombers supporters escorted from the stands for being drunk or offensive.
It was a feral atmosphere. It was just multiple evictions, fights.